feeling lost and I know where else to go now. I don't really have a place to call my home now. Everybody hating on I feel so cold now. Why do everybody make me feel alone? Like I'm feeling lost and I know where else to go now. I don't really have a place to call my home.
Haru, they said in unison. Maya gave a faint laugh at their talk in unison. Haru, beautiful. But Haru what? She said, looking at Naruto unexpectedly. Haru Uzumaki. And Naruto saw a flicker in shock in Maya eyes and sound of a name. Maya, Maya, then snapped out of it. A smile returned to her face again. It's okay. By the sound of your name, this sounds like fate. No one got to ask what she meant, for those were her last words as her eyes suddenly filtered close, the smile still on her face. Maya, whispered, breathless. The night turned painful, silent and expected for Ino, faint cry. The next day, Naruto and Ino stood on a hill outside of the village, in front of a Maya grave. By the time Ino couldn't cry anymore and kneeled to the grave with a sleeping Haru in her arms. Maya, we promised to take care of Haru, and we're glad to like the name, she said, giving a small smile, the sob escaping again. I'm sorry, she said between sobbing. She didn't know what she was apologizing for, but keep it at it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, gasped Ino, let out a small gasp as she felt a warm arm around her and the baby. It was Naruto, with a single tear sliding down his face. He then pulled back and looked straight in her eyes. We're going to have to go back to the village very soon, like now, even, but listen, everything's gonna be alright. We're gonna be handling this together, okay? He said, giving a reassuring smile, which she slowly returned a nod. The way back to the village was silent, but not an unbreathable silence, but both ninjas were traveling their mind in another world, going in circles, and before they knew it, were near Konoha's gate. As they both stopped, why you stop? Me? Why you stop? Having a sigh, shift the baby in her arms, and the end their little talking in unison games. Sighed, fine. I stopped because I've been to think we should tell people right away. Naruto looked at her, thoughtful, and slightly frowned. You're right, maybe we should wait until we're settling with it. Well, this kind of life bit. So yeah, secrets for anyway. We can't hide him forever. And when we get there, we should go straight to my apartment, Naruto said. Point two to his sweat drop. Yeah, about that. No offense, Naruto, but I think we should go to my apartment instead. I just moved out and fairly bigger. If it's okay with you. Okay, it's fine, right? So we get some quickly to travel the mission report to Granny Tsunade and we make a dash to your place. Sounds good? Yeah, wait. The mission report? Oh my god, I forgot to do it. What are we going to do? Whoa, chill, Don't worry. I did it already, Naruto said, pulling out a scroll. You did it? Reads it. Yeah. You were busy holding Haru, so yeah. Wow. This seems real legit. If you really, how I did it myself. And really well written too, Naruto Sumaki. I just have one thing to say to you. You're a lazy bum, stated painfully and walking off, leaving a highly shocked and confused Naruto behind him. Yeah, how am I lazy, bum? He asked, catching up. Because you seem to have the ability to intellect to do that, yet you never seem to use your head no matter the faculty of your brain. Explained simply while Naruto mopped. Naruto and Ino were in front of the village gate, but no saw them yet. Naruto then turned to Ino shyly. Maybe we should make a run for it. Hey, dope, they suddenly heard as they both froze, as pale knowing who that uninteresting cold voice belongs to. What are you guys just standing around for? I gulped. I have to go, suddenly said and ran off. Naruto sighed, a little in relief. It was better for her to get away first, since she was one of holding the little secret. Then remember, he doesn't know where her house is. Oh crap, he mumbled, and turned to Sasuke with a nervous chuckle. Hey, Sasuke, pal of mine. See Sasuke unchanged expression. He panicked and started to talk really fast, throwing his mission report to Sasuke, slightly catching him off guard. Could you pretty please give that to Granny Tsunade for me? Please? Okay, thank you. I got to go now. I got to go finish my I got to go watch the I got to take out shouted Naruto, running off to catch up Ino. Yo, Sasuke, what's up with those two? Genma asked. Walking by, don't know, was his nonchalant answer. Well, I think something's up. They just rushed off. Naruto not making a big entrance, and Ino running off like she just found a big bag of gold. Sasuke didn't reply, but mentally agreed, looking at the mission report with was stuffed into hands. He sighed and headed to the Hokage's office. He will pay for his payback for later. Naruto finally catch up to Ino, who was really fast for a girl, holding the baby, trying not to be noticed. Hey Ino, what's with your ditching me like that? He said, panting. Sorry, I panicked, and I kinda figured you will be alright. Maybe. Naruto sighed. Whatever. Where's your apartment, anyways? Oh, it's right there. Come on, she said, turning around. Once inside the 5-story building on the third floor, Naruto's jaw dropped. Wasn't kidding when she said her apartment was bigger and way nicer. After recognized himself, he noticed Ino had disappeared somewhere into the apartment. Ino? I'm in the bedroom down the hall. He heard her call. When he walked into the room, his vision was blinded by something white. He pulled it down, seeing a towel. You can take a shower in there, she said, coloring Haru, who just woke up. Okay, thanks. Naruto point of view. I walked into Ino's bathroom. Wow, Ino's, of all the people, that sentence sounds wrong in my head. Imagine a few days ago we would be annoying crap out of each other. But now, a baby, I can't help but wonder how things would have turned out as I stripped and stand in the shower, the cold water rushing down my body. Somewhat calms me, but to no avail. No possible thoughts of the future comes to mind. In a point of view, Haru only woke up as we entered my apartment, and luckily brought some bottles and milk away back. I couldn't help to praise myself for my beneficial decision. but this situation got ourselves into going to be super awkward since Naruto and I aren't, well, you know. Soon I finished feeding Haru, then burped him, and he went back to sleep. As Naruto re entered the room, what's different clothes? Guess he had an extra from the mission. As much as it pains me, he gonna have to move in to keep the balance even though it might be awkward, but Haru is both of our responsibility. Haru needs this, Haru needs us, and I can't do it alone, as we promised. Normal. As Naruto entered to the room, he found Haru asleep and Ino getting ready to take a shower, but she stopped and looked at him. Naruto, yeah? Go home and get some of your stuff and get back here as fast as you can. And unseen, you're moving with me, she said, like it was so obvious. You sure you want me moving in with you? He asked nervously. Yes, it will be weird, but come is beneficial. Well, alright then. Be right back, Naruto said, jumping out of the window. Hey, what are you doing? Ino whispered shoutly. What you said. Be quick about it. He grinned and dashed off. Ino sighed and made her way to the bathroom, spreading one last glance at Haru's sleeping figure. Naruto returned in a few minutes later with minimum boxes in his hands and a backpack. Is that all? Ino said, raising an eyebrow. No, but it's all I need, really. So, where do I put these? He asked. Follow me, Ino said, as they exit her bedroom and entered the room. Opposite of the room was a bit smaller than Ino room with a dresser and shower, but no bed. Wow, so I don't have to sleep on the couch, Naruto said, surprised. What? No, no. But I'm sorry there's no bed. I'll get a futon ready for you. No problem. I bring over my bed some other time. Okay, great. But for now, we both pretty tired. So I'll get a futon so you can settle in for tonight and rest, okay? Sure. Good, come on, let's find those futons. The blondes then exit Naruto's room. Um, and we might have to do something about the baby clothes. Ino suddenly stopped, and both she and Naruto froze, and then sighed of the person standing in her room with her arms folding, staring at Haru sleeping from the poker face. Sasuke, they said in disbelief. Naruto's sweat dropped as he stuttered. Sasuke, buddy, it's not what it's. Naruto silently, but Ino raised a hand. Great, Naruto thought. She either gonna fangirl about it or might Sasuke in her house or deny it. A hope number two. Ino took a step towards Sasuke, who was eyeing her surprised suspectedly. Sasuke Uchiha. She became almost as impulsive. You could have at least taken off your dirty shoes before breaking into my apartment. I mean, God, these crap won't cheap, you know? And I can't have Haru growing up. Ino stopped herself, noticing what she was about to say. Naruto went through motions and face palmed and curled up in the corner. The silence went for a while as Sasuke suddenly bent down, took over his shoes, walked to the window, and threw them on the roof. Sounds a ring through the room for only a second. Ino and Naruto stared in shock. Sasuke now stood in front of them and pointed at the sleeping baby. Explain, was all he said as he walked casually past them at the living room and sighed. I'll guess I'll make us some coffee. then,